It's time for another closer look at a key Kentucky Derby contender.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to racenudes.com. Hope you guys are enjoying all the coverage we've done for you over the weeks and, of course, this week as well, as it's finally Kentucky Derby week. One of the great things that we have done this year is to do, 99% of our coverage here on the YouTube channel. Of course, you can find all the other coverage and this coverage as well on the regular site, but we moved to a lot of YouTube videos, and it's just produced some fantastic comments. We absolutely love getting up in the morning and reading the comments from everybody, both good, bad, whatever. It's just great to us. So if you're new to us and maybe you've just tuned in to the YouTube, or maybe you're on the website as well, but you're new to us, one of our traditions that we do every Kentucky Derby season is we go through every horse that's in the race and tell you why they can't win, or why we hate them, in another way to put it. It's just kind of like comic relief while we're, trying to handicap and try to win this race, or trying to pick the winner of this race. You always, whether you're on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, watching TVG, you always run into somebody telling you your horse can't win it. No matter who you have picked, your horse can't win it. So usually it's Magic and I that are kind of writing these things. We try to make some of them funny. We're serious on some of them as well. But this year we can mix it in. So I've got some of mine, but then I've taken some of the good YouTube or Twitter comments that we've had and thrown them up there as well. So this is the 2022 edition of Why We Hate Your Derby Horse. And we've had help from the YouTube commenters this year as well. So we've kind of made it very interactive. So, all right, we're going to start off. Like I said, we'll do all 20. Don't take this too serious. This is just, again, to have fun and kind of give us a little bit of relief from the serious handicapping that we've been doing and will be doing all week. So I'll specify when it's a YouTube commenter or when it's something that I've kind of put in there. We'll start with Epicenter, and this is from YouTube commenter Mark. He said, Fairgrounds is the biggest speed/rail bias in the country. You want to throw horses out who have ran on the rail at Fairgrounds. Epicenter Zozos equals pigs. So there's Mark's opinion on Epicenter. He says, throw them out, rail bias, speed bias at Fairgrounds. All right, Zandon is next. I came up with this one. They say his last name, or they say the last part of his name funny, and horses that have weird pronunciations cannot win the Kentucky Derby. That's my problem with Zandon. White Barrio, he's way too gray to win the Kentucky Derby. You cannot be this gray and win the Derby. What about Mo Donegal? The last time a horse from the Wood Memorial won the Kentucky Derby, dinosaurs roam the earth. That's right. I think that is a fact. Try to look that up. Our good friend Mike Somich came up with this one for Tis the Bomb, and he made it very simple. He's a frickin' turf horse. Yeah, well, can't argue that one as well. Our friend Dave, a YouTube comment, came in with Cyberknife. He said he's becoming the wise guy horse, and that's the absolute worst thing that you could possibly, or the worst thing that could possibly happen to a Kentucky Derby contender. So Dave, not a fan of the wise guy horse. Crown Pride, we'll go to him. Trevor came in with a YouTube comment. He said, another year, another overhyped UAE Derby horse. But hey, at least he's from Japan. So Trevor, not a fan of the UAE Derby horses. Taba, well, I'll tell you, Taba is the biggest enigma, the biggest polarizing horse. If you go to YouTube, you either absolutely love him and he's going to romp by 20, or he's going to finish last and we hate him. So it was very easy to pull multiple people, basically saying the two things that you could probably guess. He can't win off of 2 races, and he looked like garbage in his last workout. We've had multiple people talk about that. All right, simplification. We'll move on to him. The Florida horses are all garbage, John, the YouTube subscriber, says. And I wrote, side note, nobody seems to care enough about this horse to specifically bash him. I looked for hours trying to find a good comment just on simplification, and I couldn't find one. So we just went with, hey, all these Florida horses are garbage. And you could find anybody say that about any crop if you go to YouTube long enough. Smile Happy, you can't spell regression without Kenny McPeak. That one's from me. I'll take credit for that one. Classic Causeway, he couldn't get 10 furlongs with 10 rockets up his butt. We use that every year for one. Classic Causeway seemed to be the one. to use it for this year. All right, let's get back to YouTube commenters. For Tawny Port, Rob chimes in. He says, Tawny Port looked like a turf horse crossing the line at the end of a 1.5 mile marathon in the Lexington. Well, his Beyer speed figure and all of his other speed figures kind of agree with Rob here. So he was not a fan of Tawny Port. Everybody's favorite long shot. My goodness, you go through the YouTube comments. Everybody likes Barber Road. I think he's going to be 3-1 on Derby Day. I'll take the comment here. 14 of them fall down. He might be fast enough to hit the board. Emphasis on the word might. Messier, this was an interesting comment from Dubai Bob 219434. That's right, Dubai Bob 219434. He said he'd be better if Bob Baffert was trading him. So you can decipher what Dubai Bob 21934 or 219434 where he might be coming from. Zozos, I did a video saying Zozos might be the long shot that you don't see coming in the Kentucky Derby. Several liked it, several took high offense to this. And Mark chimed in the comment section. He said, he's by Munnings. He has no shot. LOL, clown. That's sad. That's really mean. I don't think I'm a clown. All right, let's move on. Summer is tomorrow. And I did this when I said, hey, I'll be honest. I forgot he was in the race. So, but at least he's there. So we'll see. He does. Thomas chimes in on Charge It. And he said, and this is good because it's an honest assessment. I really like the seriousness of this. He said, if running straight is a requirement, he will have trouble. I watched his Florida Derby. He was all over the place. Well, like I said, a lot of these are jokes. We're kind of trying to be funny. That one seems to be an honest assessment of the horse. Let's move on to Happy Jack, another one that I could have used. Hey, let's be honest. I forgot he was in the race. But I decided to use this one and said, could this be the slowest Kentucky Derby entry of all time? My answer is yes. He couldn't win this race with a 6 furlong head start. So not too high on Happy Jack. Pioneer Medina, this is another one we use every year. And he got the award, I guess, for winning it this year. I've seen slugs move faster than him. Not even the faster slugs. I'm talking about the slow, fat ones. Magic added in that last line last year. So Pioneer Medina, he did get into the race. That's the good news. The bad news is we don't love his chances too much. And then the last one to get in, Ethereal Road. That's right. He got in with the defection of Unoho. And, oh, man, that would have been a great one that we could have made something up with Unoho. But Ethereal Road, we just said LOL. So there you go. There's the 20 this year. Like I said, it's been a tradition. We started the website in 2012, and you know we do this every year just to have fun, kind of lighten the mood before the Derby. This is not meant to be serious. We're not being negative. We're just trying to lighten the mood and have a little fun. This was inspired by a guy by the name of Dark Horse. I think he's still on Twitter. He left for a while, but now he's back. But he kind of inspired this a long time ago. He said, my goodness, any horse I pick, then I go to Twitter and it's like, oh no, I can't pick that horse. Everybody hates him. So that's why we kind of started doing this, and it's kind of taken on a life of its own. So like I said, please do not take this serious. Do not be offended by this. We're just trying to have some fun on Kentucky Derby week before the real serious handicapping continues this week. So thanks everybody for watching. If you really liked this video and you want to see more, well, maybe not exactly like this, but more from the Racing Dudes, you can hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. And of course, if you're mad and you hate me, you can comment as well. I have no problem with that. We'll see you guys all weekend. Thanks for watching.
This has been a presentation of RacingDudes.com, your destination for all things horse racing and sports betting. Whether you want free winners, expert insider picks, up-to-the-minute trackside weather reports, or podcasts and videos for bettors of all skill levels. Never make another wager without visiting the Racing Dudes. First,